I say morning, it's almost noon. I slept for 10 hours last night, which I desperately needed. So we're happy. We're happy. We're feeling good. I just got my oxygen concentrator on. I use oxygen above 10,000 usually. I get a little bit sensitive above 9. I'm going to be flying at 11.5 today. So I use my oxygen concentrator up to 12,000, and then once I'm above 12,000, then I use my, I don't need this. Then I use actual oxygen because that's what the FAA wants us to do, and I feel better about that anyway. I'm just going through my final checklist items and making sure that I did everything. It's really windy. Typically I am outside doing my final click through to make sure I did everything. I have a flow that I do for my walk around, so I do my walk around, then I head to my checklist and make sure that I did everything. Because if you hold the checklist and walk around and do it, I've done it so many times that I know what I'm looking for. And I look under the plane at least twice before I start up to make sure that there's no chocks, there's no tie downs, because I have heard nightmares. Okay, yep. Okay, great. We did it. Good stuff. I was supposed to get fueled at 10 a.m. I told them last night, fuel me at 10 a.m. because I knew I'd be here at 11. So I always tell them earlier than I need so that I can give them time to mess it up. And I got here at 11:30 and I wasn't fueled. So that was not the best impression. I'm going to fly VFR today because I don't feel like waiting for an IFR clearance. It's really busy today and it's clear skies. So we're going to fly VFR and pick up flight following. That's the plan. I usually don't do that. I'm leaving a Charlie VFR. It's usually not it's not usually my thing, but we're going to do it. It's going to be great. Okay, yep. Someone in one of my videos was like, why don't you run checklists? I'm like, I do. It's on my screen. You're not seeing me do it because you can't see me hold up a piece of paper, but okay. So what I like to do, I clear prop. Before I even boost, I clear prop because you want to turn it over fast. You want to high prime, back to boost, start that baby up. So we're going to do that now. Prop clear. It's windy, so it closed really easily. Okay, we get right, we get front, we get left. Mixture rich. That's what I mean. Do you see what I mean about that startup? Prime, boost, start. You want to get it moving. It's really windy. U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. What are you doing over here? I'm kidding. I know what they're doing. I'm at Signature, and a bunch of rich people are doing rich people things. Says the girl in a Cirrus. I ain't rich. I'm just a girl. Okay, let's get the ATIS. Oh my god, it's about to turn over, isn't it? Yes. Darn it. Okay, well, let me put in my flight plan. Okay, we're going to check these other things on taxi, because I can't check them while I'm sitting here. But I am going to do my run-up while I'm sitting here. I'm going to pull out first. I'm a little too close to that other plane. We don't like it. Yeah, we're going to run it up because there's plenty of space right here. So funny, they parked all the jets on the ramp and left me, and they didn't offer to help me with my luggage. It was not necessarily a great experience here today, but that's okay. What are you going to do? They're not always perfect. Trim is set. Can we overpower our autopilot? We sure can. Turn some air on. Autopilot we tested, transponders 1200. We hold our brakes, we go mixture rich. We go to our engine page. We hit 16. We hit 17. That's a little high. Check our alternators. It's very important, as we know. Watch it climb when I hit AC. Keto heat off.
Ground on 942 is with you on golf.
Right.
Going to gate 11.
Boat.
Goes to 942, Austin ground taxi to parking via Golf 2, contact ramp at Golf 2. Golf 2, then ramp, 942.
Okay. All right, so we're going to call clearance and we're going to say, hey, what's the T? Are we good or not?
8 right. Departing 18 left. Simultaneous approach is in use. Notice to airmen. Center line lights out of service runway 36 right at taxiway Golf. Precision approach path indicator runway 18 right. 36 right out of service. Area navigation zero upon request. Ramp control open. 126.225. Advise on initial contact. You have information mic. Austin Bergstrom International Airport AI fifth information mic. 17530. Wind 150 at 18. Gusts 24.
Whew, fun.
Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,500. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 25. Dew point 12. Altimeter 3000. Arrivals expectile S approach runway 18 right. Departing 18 left. Simultaneous approaches in use. Notice to airmen.
Okay, great.
Center line lights out of service runway 36 right at taxiway Golf.
Clearance, good morning. Sirius 123 Papa Charlie at signature with Mike, and I'm looking to go VFR to the east.
And what was that call sign?
This is November 123 Papa Charlie.
3 Papa Charlie. Did you want, like, practice area or just leave the Charlie?
No, I just want to leave the Charlie to the east.
Roger, let me put that in for you. There, 3 Papa Charlie, maintain VFR at or below 3,000. You'll please chain with the tower, and your beacon code is going to be 0245.
All right, VFR at or below 3,000 and 0245, 3 Papa Charlie.
And 3 Papa Charlie, read back is correct.
Super. And I'll be staying with the tower. That's great. Austin ground, good morning. Sirius 123 Papa Charlie. I'm at signature with Mike, ready to taxi.
Number 3, I'm sorry, who was that?
123 Papa Charlie, signature Mike, ready to taxi.
Say again?
November 123 Papa Charlie, signature with Mike, ready to taxi, VFR.
Number 3, Papa Charlie, runway 18 left to taxi via Bravo.
18 left, taxi via Bravo, 3 Papa Charlie. All right, super. So now we check our other instruments.
And 3, Papa Charlie, yeah, sorry about that. We had a backwards on the strip here. Just to verify, you are Skyhawk?
I am a Cirrus SR22.
Cheers, Scott.
Oh, how dare they? All of that just made me so sad. You're going to the practice area? You're a little baby? No, I'm not a child. I am a 35-year-old woman in a Cirrus. All right, 18 left via Bravo. Cute. Wow, that's a big boy. I'm going to wave at them. Sometimes they wave back, which is very exciting. That's a big boy. Oof. Couldn't tell if they waved back. They're probably looking at their things. They're probably doing their job. Meanwhile, just a loser. Just a loser. Just me, the loser, in the Cirrus. Oh, Southwest got their takeoff clearance already? Damn, sick. Okay, well then I'll take my time down here. I did my run up already, so. They don't know that. They don't know that I'm prepared. They don't know that I came here to win.
Charlie, Austin Tower, fly runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, 3 Papa Charlie.
2158,
Okay, well,
Austin Tower.
didn't
When
even
you're
follow
able,
up.
18 left, line up away.
Left and wait on 18 left for Mooney 58158 when able.
Alaska 512, left turn Tango, ground 121.9.
Left turn Tango,
Yeah,
over ground,
southwest
good day,
one,
Alaska
right? I'm
512.
going left.
Tower,
It's been a
American
minute and a
860, had a couple large birds on the center line for 18 right at 2,000 feet.
American 860, router. Air Canada 1043, use caution for bird activity 2,000 feet just ahead, couple miles.
Air Canada 1043, check remarks, thank you. Terrible 2, visual 18 left.
Terrible 2, Austin Tower, runway 18 left, continue, traffic in position.
Continue in Terrible 2.
Try to take off fast, get over that wake.
Mooney 158, turn right heading 200, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
200, clear for takeoff, 18 left, Mooney 58158.
Southwest 2632, Austin Tower, runway 18 left, line up away.
18 left, line up wait, Southwest 2632. Austin Tower, X-Ray Bravo Echo Romeo Papa on sequence for 18 left.
1 mile.
Router. Southwest 2632, Austin Tower, runway 18 left, line up away. Traffic is 7 mile final, a Gulfstream. Number 3, Papa Charlie, radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR, if you change it approved, have a good day.
VFR, change frequency, have a good day, 3 Papa Charlie. Austin approacher, Sirius 123 Papa Charlie, VFR request.
There's 123, Papa Charlie, Austin approach, air request.
We're going to get VFR flight following to Mike 13 at 11,500. I just departed Austin.
What else did you say again for 3 Papa Charlie?
11,500.
Number 123, Papa Charlie, squawk 4665.
4665, 3 Papa Charlie. Clear skies. Another beautiful day in this beautiful life.
3265.
Let's get ourselves situated. Okay, so we have 12722.
And departure Warrior
This is
8165
the first time
Charlie,
I've
we'd like to go to San
VFR
Marcos
flight
for
following
ground
in
work.
a really long.
Warrior 815, or correction, 8165 Charlie, roger.
I typically am just grabbing my IFR because it's like having flight following just with benefits. The reason I'm taking 11.5 is because the winds are great at 11.5 and I can fly over the Bravo in Houston without issues. So, because Houston Bravo is 10,000, I'm going to be flying up, 1,500 feet above that. So I know you've heard me talk about this oxygen concentrator and you're like, what are you doing? It's for one, it's nice to have a backup. Just like worst case, something happens to the oxygen. I do have this concentrator, which, isn't a substitute for oxygen.
Via the
But, so what the oxygen concentrator does, I'm not a scientist, I didn't develop this product, I'm just going to tell you what I know it does. It takes what you breathe out and it converts that into oxygen. So it takes the bad and it turns it into the good, essentially. I like to use it, I use it between like 9 and 12 because, above 12,500 after 30 minutes, required crew members need to have oxygen. So in order to comply with FAA standards, I use oxygen above 12,500 and I use my concentrator up to 12,000.
Contact Georgetown Tower, 2 Echo Lima.
I feel better when I use oxygen. I feel better. I feel more rested. I feel more awake, more alive, more alert when I'm using oxygen. So I have no issue with using my concentrator above 9,000. So some people roasted me on TikTok and Instagram because I said I liked to use
660 Alpha Echo, don't verify radar contact. You radar contact 10 miles southwest of LaGrange Airport at 6,500.
Which is very funny. It's like, you have a problem with me being safe? I mean, I think that's a you problem, not a me problem. Just going, hey, so I realized that I feel better when I do this thing. And people were like, you shouldn't be flying. I was like, yeah, that's not how that works, but okay. I guess go off, king. Go off, my planeless king. All right, so we're cruising. Yep, Blood O2 is looking good. We love all of these things. Now I'm just vibing. 1595 on the EGT, 30.2 on the manifold pressure, 73% power. We're just gonna vibe for another hour and 54 minutes. I'm landing at Mike 13, where I have to fuel myself, which I haven't done this whole trip. I've been a Princess Diva.
5699, contact Houston approach 124.35.
In Poplarville, Mississippi?
Yeah.
I guess so. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. So I will talk to you guys when I'm grabbing the weather there. All right, y'all, so I've started my VFR descent to 8,500. I am seeking to stop using my oxygen concentrator, so I thought I'd just descend to 8.5 because I'm not really chasing tailwinds anymore. So I am descending right now. I'm about 90 miles away, 25 minutes. So I will check in with y'all when I grab my weather. All right, y'all, I am starting my VFR descent to 6,500. From 8,500, so I'm getting pretty close. I'm about 68 miles away. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my weather here in a second. Once I get down to 6,500, I start to get a little closer to the airport and see what the traffic's looking like. I will probably cancel my flight following, because we're good. We're good. I don't need anybody following my flight anymore. Checking my O2. I get sensitive above 8,500, 9,000, 9,500. Just depends. Yeah, I was at 92
up to
and now I'm
23
at
to ride
96.
the smooth. A
It's
little
funny
bit of chop maybe above
how
there.
I start to descend and then it all comes back to me. I'm charging my oxygen concentrator for the next half of the trip. My plane doesn't have enough power to power it, which is annoying through the cigarette lighter. So I got a cookie from Catalina Island. I ate most
we
of
can
it.
stay there for a little bit at level
I ate some
220.
pistachios. All right, let's grab the weather, huh? The airport doesn't have an ATIS or an ASO, so.
Houston Center 132.7. You can let them know whatever you want higher if you ever get
0 at 7, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 20, Celsius, dew point -3, altimeter 301.
Okay, so it's 0607. Let's see what runways they have. They've got 16 and 34. So we'll probably be jumping into 34. Okay, so the next altitude we're going to launch is going to be 1,300 feet.
Houston Rush.
I'm going to go ahead and put the visual for a 3-4 in. So that we've got that going, and we know that it's left pattern, so I'm actually set up perfectly from the direction I'm coming from to just enter on the 45 and jump into the pattern. So that's probably what we're going to do. Because we're good pilots. We go into the pattern like nice people. I'm about 20 minutes away. So I'll give y'all a break from me for a second and then check back in soon. All right, y'all. So I just canceled flight following with Houston. I'm at 35 miles out. I did that because I want to go ahead and start my descent into the airport and get myself going. So I've already filed my next flight plan for getting out of there. So I filed 11,000 again because the winds are just too good. I can't deny the winds. The winds are incredible. So that's what happens when you go west to east. The winds just, they want you to get home. They said, get to Florida, Sarah Daniels. So that's what I am doing. I'm trying to get to Florida. So I filed 11,000 for my next flight plan. We've got the weather here. The thing
0,
is,
clear below 12,000,
no ATIS or
temperature
ASO,
2,
so
1 Celsius, dew
use the
point
closest one.
-2, altimeter 3015.
Okay. We're going to listen just one more time before I make sure that that's the runway I want to use.
Bogalusa, George R. Carr Memorial Airport. Automated weather observation 2022 Zulu weather wind 040 at
Okay,
4
that's actually trending
visibility
better.
10 clear below 1.
Okay, super. So We have started our descent. 500 feet a minute. I need chapstick. That's on my descent checklist. Brakes, oxygen, flaps, mixture, boost, chapstick. Chapstick is in the POH. Look it up. Look it up. I'm going to start slowing down, actually. Let's go full mixture. And 50% power. I'm going to do a steeper descent. Okay. Looking good. Looking spicy. Looking fresh. My oxygen concentrator is currently charging. Hopefully there's no VFR cowboys out here just zooming around with no ADS-B. All right, we're about 9.5 minutes away. Keeping an eye out for the airport. We are very close to the place I did my instrument check ride. My favorite part about my instrument check ride is the DPE was so relaxed. We got out of the plane, and her only feedback for me was like call up departure faster when you're on the mist. That was her only feedback for me. She said my check ride was damn near perfect, which is very nice to hear. I had her smiling during the check ride too, because like I said, I talk a lot when I fly. I talk a lot. I love to talk. It's just a thing. I'm a talker. So what are you gonna do? I like to talk through what I'm doing. Not a bad quality to have. But yeah, so I have very, very fond memories of my insane 2-week accelerated instrument program. And then I immediately flew into New York City, IFR, by myself. There's another airport. That airport looks very nice. That runway is gorgeous. Good job, airport, whoever you are. They're where I got my weather from. I don't know why I picked this particular airport. I can't remember. I'm sure there's a reason. I planned this months ago. I don't know what the call out for this area is. It's called Pearl County or Poplarville, Mississippi. So I don't know. It's either Pearl County or Poplar. I'm going to say Pearl County traffic because I like the way it sounds. What do you do? What are you going to do? 500 feet per minute. We're going to be there, like perfect timing. Go back to, I'm at 52. Let's go back to 50. I also really want to slow down, so slow down even more than this. Don't have the airport yet. I usually don't have airports that are this size until pretty close to being there. All right, we're about 20 miles out, so I definitely really want to slow it down here. We don't want to be busting into the pattern at 150 ground speed. That's just rude. I'm pulling back to 40%. We'll just let it slow down naturally. I like VFR flying in quiet places where I'm not so nervous about cowboys. Can't believe this journey is almost over. You guys aren't going to care about watching me when I'm just like, hey, so today I'm flying to nowhere. And you're like, this is boring now. Siri used to be so cool when she went across the country by herself. Man, she really sold out. Funny is you're not going to see this video for like 4 weeks after I do this. Unless I start posting more frequently, but then that sets a precedent. I don't want you to think I can post multiple times a week. I don't have that much content in me. Or maybe I do. Have to find out. Oh, there's the airport. We got it. We got it. I wonder why no one's here. I mean, it is a small airport. It's good. I'm glad no one's here because that just means that I get to roll in, pull up to the fuel, get fuel myself, run into the bathroom without moving the plane. I hate having to move the plane. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Having to move the plane from the fuel farm, because I can't just throw my tow bar on and start pulling. Not how it works when your plane weighs, 3,000 pounds and you weigh 98. You know, Not how it works. All right, we're gonna pull back to 35 because we are approaching. I'm gonna pull it off autopilot because I'm a real pilot. I don't need no stinking autopilot. All right, there it is. Did you see it from the air? Okay, I see this obstruction here. I see you, obstruction. You are not obstructing me. Not me. No, sir, not this pilot. Okay, here we are. These obstructions. I'm just gonna fly right over this controlled burn. Love that. Got that obstruction in sight. Got the runway. Just square it off a little better. There we go. That's better. All right, we're gonna throw in our first notch of flaps because we're here. I don't like flying right over this controlled burn. I'm gonna fly past it. Starting our, it's bumpy. Starting our descent here. We've got some more obstructions. Square it off a little better. Just right by this controlled burn. You love to see it.
Altitude.
Yeah, I know. I'm descending on purpose, man. You ever heard of landing a plane? That's what I'm doing. Pearl County traffic, Sierra 23, Papa Charlie, left base for a full stop on 3-4, Pearl County. All right, we're about 95 here. That's great. I'll put in my flaps when I get to base, because that's how I like to do things. Ooh, stinky, stinky, stinky. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Okay, let's throw in some more flaps because we're below 110. And there's the runway. I see some birds. Don't like that. Don't like that.
500.
Okay, 500 feet. A little lower than I want to be, so I'm going to add some power. Okay, perfect. Perfect. 89. Now we can get rid of that power. Pearl County traffic. Sierra 73 Papa Charlie on final for a full stop on 3-4, Pearl County. All right, we're 90. We like it. We like it. Could have squared off that pattern a little better. But, you know, the winds here are kind of unpredictable because we are coming in to a field. That's a great little runway that doesn't have ASOS or ATIS, so it's a lot of guesswork. Okay, we can go back to 28% here. We're 90 right now. I like to be 85 over the numbers. Let's straighten that nose with our toes. Flying over some cows. It's just me and some cows. My besties. All right, 3-4. There's a bird. Get out of here. Not a single person wants you here. That looks like pilot control lighting, but. All right, 80 over the numbers. Power's out. That is called a greaser, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if I was on center. I think I was. I feel like I was on center. In my heart, I feel like I was on center. All right, we pull flaps, mixture back a little bit. Okay. Yeah, the wind looks variable. I picked the right runway, though. Okay, I see the fuel farm. Nobody's there. It's just me. Wow, nobody's here. This is my favorite kind of airport. I don't like going to busy, stressful airports because I do too much of that. Pearl County traffic, Sierra 23 Papa Charlie, clear of the runway, taxiing to the fuel farm, Pearl County. Super duper. This is lovely. Ah. Ah. This explains why I don't have a headache today. Because I knew I was flying into this lovely, quiet airport where I was going to fuel myself and everything was going to be nice. There's only 3 planes here tied down. I don't see a single person. I wonder if that sheds the FBO. I'm fine with it if it is. If that sheds the FBO, great. I just need to use the potty. Some cute little planes here. I think that sheds the FBO. No, I bet it's the building. I bet it's the building. Do I want to be turned around? Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's probably that building, which is right here. That's so great. All right, let's turn it around. $575. That's what 4 flights said. Okay, looks great. All right, power idle. Pump off, air off. Cycle. Mixture off.
Okay, y'all, I am in Pearl County, Poplarville, Mississippi. I'm gonna grab some fuel, and I will give you a shout when I am on my last leg.